always you want to relate to the audience. And if you don't do that, then you're screwed pretty much. Because I mean it's like that in all art and everything. If the people can't relate to things, they tend not to like them or just to ignore them. I mean, that's pretty much in a psychological level why I can't get into gangsta rap. I just can't relate to gangsta and hoes. You know, I'm not a gangsta. I don't bust caps or, and I'm not into prostitutes, so it doesn't do much for me. You know, but if I was, I'd love it. Great stuff, but not the case. So, I mean, and it's the same in film, and for some reason I don't know why they keep on doing it, but they keep on making those stupid films that are spin-offs of actually really good films, like the disaster movie, date movie. Now they're making dance movie, and they're just not funny. Like I've watched a scene of one, and it's just like they're not funny at all. It's like if they're actually funny, I think they'd actually be kind of successful. But the thing is it's like I just don't see like everyone I know and everyone on YouTube who watches this, that they'll sometimes post the trailer that's sponsored, I'm like, and it's featured and like, hey, check out the trailer for a spin-off movie 4, and then they'll watch the trailer and like everyone on YouTube's like, dude, this sucks. This looks bad. And yet, for some reason, they keep on making them. I mean, they're not listening to their audience at all. It's hilarious. Um, and they just do not understand how to make movies. I mean, it's just hilarious because I mean, it's just like everything. It's just like the writing, just the direction. It's all like awful, and it just blows my mind. I mean, they know how to shoot things decently. I mean, pretty much, they don't, you know, break major rules like the 180-degree rule for the most part, or stuff like that. They don't really screw up, but when everything else, it's like a disaster. It's awful. So yeah, I don't know why they do that. I mean, you gotta listen to your audience. You gotta. I always like on the internet. The internet's a great tool if you use it. Just go on forums and just write. Basically write. You know, here's what I got so far in my movie, or I have this concept. What do you guys think? And you'll get some good feedback. I mean, that's what I do that all the time. I mean, that's what I did with Deception on some things. I'm like, okay, when I was finalizing the script, pretty much I wrote a lot of drafts of that. And one of the drafts I sent to some of my friends. I'm just like, be honest, you know, and I want this to be really good. So please give me some good feedback. And I incorporated some of the feedback. So I mean that works. And then same with Deception. I'd show some of my early, cuts of it, scenes, not everything, because ending, not everyone can know that's a secret ending, big twist. But I'd show them scenes, and then they give me feedback like, well, you could work on that. Why not do this? You know, and it's just a really good tool. And same now, I'm doing a forum about my logo, and I'm making a website, and basically I'm making a logo, where I'm making a new logo for home pictures because I guess apparently it doesn't look like a home and like a camera. People are like, is that a tea kettle? I'm like, are you serious? Like I posted on the internet, I posted a new one that looks similar, and they still didn't get it, which surprised me. A lot of people on Indie Mogul didn't get it. They're like, what is that? And I'm like, are you serious? So I designed a new one, which I like a lot better, and that turned out pretty well. And I think I'm gonna stick with that. I mean, it's just simple. It's black and white, whatever. And it did a gradient version, where it's basically looks almost kind of 3D, you know. And that turned out okay. So yeah, just because I'm making the DVD for Deception, and I just want to put the new logo. I want it finalized so I can put it on the cover, DVD cover, and that way people are like, yeah. And so yeah, that's what I want to do. But yeah, it's always good to get feedback. Ever if you're like, man, I like this, but what if it's always good to do that. Just start a thread, an indie mogul or something on the forums or Batman fan films. There's some dudes there who give good feedback, even if you don't write a Batman story, of course. Yeah, and you just get good feedback, and that way you're in tune with your audience. So if you made a couple films, and YouTube's great for this because they give you feedback, and if you and they give you feedback, hey, you really need to work on A, B, and C. Like I think if you work on this, it will work better. And if like one person's doing it and it seems like a crazy idea, like I think you should make it so Barney's in it or something, then maybe. But it's got to take it with a pinch of salt. Is that the term expression? I think it is. And so, but if a lot of people are saying the same thing, like, dude, your lighting needs to be better in the scene or whatever, it's probably a good idea to go with it because you don't want to, lose your audience, and it's good to have them in the creative process because that way they kind of look more forward to the end product. And I think that's why a lot of people look for Deception. It was weird online. I didn't get as I guess viewing, following online. But I mean, when I premiered it, since people were involved with it, I mean, just it was really popular. I mean, a lot of people showed up for the premiere, which was awesome. Way better than expected. And even on YouTube, like some people who helped me with it online really got it. So I mean, it's always better to do, and that way you know what they like. You know what you get a good feel, you get a good mix of people. You know what they like and what they don't like, and that way when you write your script or you finish it or whatever, so you don't end up with a crap movie that no one likes. You turn up with something that most people like, and there's a lot of good feedback that you wouldn't sometimes you don't expect. Oh, that's a really good